Hi guys, Hamster here. Wanted to share a holster with you guys. This is inside the waistband holster from Crossbreed Holsters. This is their supertuck deluxe. I would say this is their flagship for inside the waistband holsters. I gotta tell you, I've been using this holster for quite a while, and I gotta say it is very rugged and very reliable. I'm able to wear my firearm with 100% confidence in this holster. These holsters are made specifically for your model firearm. This is a combination of leather, steel, and Kydex. The Kydex is made specifically for your make and model firearm, so it fits extremely well. It's extremely well built, riveted design. The rivets sit very flush on the back. They're very large and sit very flat. It is adjustable on how high, how deep you want to carry your firearm, and you can even put cant into the holster for your desire. Now this model is a standard supertuck deluxe with the upgrade on the leather. You have a couple choices on these supertucks. You can get them in either right or left hand. You can get it for a variety of firearms, and it comes with either cowhide, which is dyed black, or horsehide, as this one here is, which comes in the natural. There is an upgrade to the horsehide. Now the horsehide cannot be dyed black, and the reason I like the horsehide over the cowhide, because you can't dye the horsehide because it's naturally waterproof. So this gives me a really good barrier between my body and my firearm, of giving me almost virtually a waterproof membrane, and it feels very nice against the skin. It's very comfortable. The clips are powder coated steel. These are the standard clips. They have two other types of clips available, but I think for most people the standard clips are going to be the most appropriate. The powder coated steel is extremely strong, and it holds your firearm extremely stable. One of the biggest mistakes I see people make with inside the waistband holsters is they'll buy a quality holster, and there's a numerous out there. This is just one for your consideration, but I think this one has proven the test of time. The weak link in your system is usually the belt. A lot of people own a belt, a clothing belt, but they don't own a holster. They'll purchase a holster, and they won't purchase a belt specifically for carrying that kind of weight, and then they'll have issues with their system, where their holster is moving around, not holding securely. So a belt is a big key in your system, so make sure you buy a quality belt, and with whatever holster you choose to use, and you'll have much better results. But this holster is fantastic. I wear this holster 14 hours a day, and have so for over 4 years. Extremely secure. I've done everything from rolling around on the ground, climbing, running, jumping, any activity you can imagine I have done in this holster. Like I said, this holster is on my person on average 14 hours a day, and has been for over 4 years. So I've worn this holster for over 20,000 hours. Now obviously not this particular one. This is the one that's replacing the one that I have now. This is a standard cut. They make it in what they call a combat cut or standard cut. And that refers to the leather on the upper part. On the combat cut, a little bit more leather is cut away to make it easier to grab your firearm and get a good purchase on it. The regular cut, I think, is ideal. It protects me and protects my firearm. I can still get a good purchase on this. I've done numerous, I can't even count how many times I've drawn and reholstered, and how many times I've run this holster in class, and this is my daily carry. Like I said, I've over 2,000 hours carrying this particular holster from Crossbreed. They start at about $70. That's in the cowhide. They typically are made to order if you go to the Crossbreed website, but I have noticed some of them already made to order, and it's being sold on Amazon. So if you have a very popular firearm and you don't want to wait, you can go to Amazon and pick one of these up in the black cowhide. If you want the horsehide, you're gonna have to go online and order one and have it made, in a few weeks lead time to have one made. They do have, for a fee, they can expedite any order and have it done within 48 hours for a fee. But if you're not in that big a rush, place your order, it gets here in a few weeks, and you'll be extremely happy. Like I said, this is the holster I wear every single day. This is what it looks like brand new. Now I'll show you what it looks like when it's got over 20,000 hours on it. And this is the shape it's in right now. You can see here on the clips, I got a lot of the powder coating is worn off, they're scratched up, they're beat up. You can see the leather, the hard indentation and the wear on the leather. This thing is like beat. The reason it's being retired is the Kydex is starting to fatigue and crack. You can see here I've done some numerous repairs with the JB weld. I mean, the holster is still functioning, the JB weld's working, it's still in functioning, but you can kind of see here, this is what 20,000 hours your holster will look like. So this is the kind of normal life I think you should be able to see out of this holster. I mean, I've used this, I mean, unbelievable amount of practice with this, drawing and shooting and reholstering. But you can see the wear and tear, and it's still holding up. And as of today, I was still using this, and today this will be retired. Like I said, this is 14 hours a day for over 4 years. This has over 20,000 hours of wear on it. But you can see here really how the pistol has ingrained itself into the leather, and that takes a lot of time. But this is a supertuck deluxe from Crossbreed Holsters. Like I said, it starts at 70 bucks as the time of this video. I believe it's 10 or 15 bucks to go to the horsehide, but for me, the horsehide is a good investment. The standard clips provide the most secure attachment. They have other clips that are more covert and a little more stealthy, but they're not going to provide you the security that these clips do. So the steel clips, I've had no issue with the hardware at all. I've had no issue with the riveting coming loose. Everything is, the only thing that basically sunk this holster and, you know, made it time to replace is the Kydex fatiguing. And it tends to crack where you have a hard line. That's where you'll start to see fatiguing eventually. But like I said, this took to get this up to this point. This is in excess of 20,000 hours at this point. So, but this is the supertuck deluxe from Crossbreed. Fantastic holster. I expect to get another 4 years, 14 hours a day out of this holster. This one is molded to fit my SIG P239, which is what I carry in 9mm, which is a medium-sized handgun, all-metal gun, fairly heavy. So this will carry a medium to full-size handgun and do it very well. You won't have any issues where you're constantly, I see with new people, new carries, where they're constantly touching their gun or readjusting it. When I put this on in the morning, it is rock solid and stays there. I don't ever have to think about it. I don't ever have to touch it. I know it's there, it's secure, it's not going anywhere. The Kydex, since it is Kydex, you could heat it if you wanted more retention, but your belt goes over the outside of this when you're wearing it, and just your belt, between the Kydex and your belt, the retention on is fantastic. But it's so easy to draw, and more importantly, it's super easy to reholster because you do not lose your shape because of the Kydex. So it's extremely easy to reholster. But if you're looking for an inside the waistband holster that can stand up to heavy abuse, I think any holster that can go through what this did and go over 20,000 hours up against the body, you know, every single day, winter, summer, and do it well. I am completely happy with this. And so this would be my second purchase of supertuck deluxe. So if you're looking for an inside the waistband holster, definitely check out Crossbreed. They have some new options on their website. They make a version of this called the mini tucks. So if you have a much smaller handgun, they make a version of this which is scaled down for some of your little pocket pistols. But if you're carrying a medium to full-size handgun, you need something that's a little bit more substantial to carry the weight. This is about 9 inches across, about 8 inches high. So it provides a very good support for a full-size handgun, but still the weight it comes in just under 7 ounces. So you're looking 8 by 9, 7 ounces. Kydex, leather and steel, hard to go wrong with that. And the horsehide's pretty cool where it's being waterproof. So if you're looking for a good quality holster that you're going to put through some rugged abuse, check out the supertuck deluxe. Thanks for watching.